Bring water. Good morning, cherished listening viewers, listeners, enemies, haters, loved ones, politicians, Muslims, Christians, unemployed, gainfully employed, students, lecturers, fellow counselors, and what have you. But focus here, I do baby name in account is what have you. I'm honored and pressured with a lot of pleasure to come to my brothers and sisters from the city of the Comericans as I speak from Tade, the place of worship for me this week. Friends and loved ones, I greet you. I'm in Tade now, and from the days that I entered in Tade, I want to send greetings to the rest of you in Accra. Let me vehemently say that our page is back. Thank you, Jane, for sharing. Let's begin to share because I have a lecture for 1 hour here with you. I'm honored and pleased to announce my presence here. Tilly, thank you for coming. Bless you all, bless you all, bless you all, bless you all, bless you all. I know this morning most of you missed my morning fire with my lady. Yes, because we've taken Takoradi hostage with our power, word ministration, prophetic, and prayer with Prophet Emmanuel J, the oracle of our land. So I'm in Tade now, and I want to experience the environment in Takoradi whilst I share with you some salient, important conversations that I have titled These Two Matters. So the topic for today is called These Two Matters. When so here in some be where we say di hun komo. And komo bi wo ha e to le bi ase wo kan wasem a obi nte wase but e say di hun komo. I'll be reading your messages this time. The messages will come and I'll read it for you. The other thing is that wherever the messages are, I have to read. So if I don't get a chance to read your message, don't be angry. But you know how I do it. I read messages before I start a game. So we finally have our page back. Yes, so Joanne, our page is back. Norma, our page is back. Our page is back. Our page is back. Very, 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 very back. You know, our pages are very, 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 very back. And if we have anything to say, we want to say a big thank you to God and to the team. I'm grateful to the team because our pages are back. Thank you once again. Thank you once again. Thank you once again. Yes, you have a page back. Yes, Nano said to our pages back. I will. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Share the page with all friends, wherever you are. Good morning, Councillor Regina. Thank you. Good morning to you too. Belinda, finally you are here. Finally we are missed. Oh yes, Bismarck. The class is back and the class rep is here. Oh Bismarck, thank you for coming. I see Bismarck here. Thank you so much, Bismarck. Class rep. Hey, when we lost our page, I didn't hear from you. You are supposed to pay the amount of money we used to retrieve the page. It was not just prayer, it's money. So Bismarck, what they can't be to for scan by the party among hackers, they say I'm forming the Hackers Association of Ghana. So the was the area for me. You have two page, Freya, you make G page now. Thank you very much, Bright Frimpong. Thank you very much, Bright Frimpong, for joining me. Thank you, best counselor. I believe that. And I told you, forget the rest. Come for the best. Counselor Lutrot, I am here for you. Yeah, Santoa, thank you. Thank God, that's right. Oh, okay, so you chat me privately. Okay, thank you for your private chat. Then you know the amount you are paying already. You are paying 1,000 Ghana cedis, Bismarck. When you bring the money, I'll tell the people you brought the money as a class rep. Class rep, you are paying 1,000 Ghana cedis. These two matters. When so here in relationship. I'm talking relationship this morning. Share the page. You know how we do it, Bismarck. Let me see you sharing. Share with friends. Share with loved ones. And let's have our chats today. Johnson, I'm happy we are back. More fire, counselor. I take the fire till I start burning. Forget the rest. Come for the best, Counselor Lutrot. The rest, they are only wasting time. They don't know what they are called for. But we know what we are called for. And we'll stand by it. Amamansa says, good morning. Good morning too. Albert Owusu, thank you so much. My top sharer. Good morning, Albert. I miss you so much because I was off. The page went. But we are back. Remember, we have other pages like the Counselor Lutrot 360. You should also go there and follow us there. We want to have more pages so we can have the class becoming very, very big. We'll do a class party this December. So Bismarck, keep note. We are doing bring your staff and eat. We're going to do a big gathering. I'm going to provide the place music, and we're going to interact, mingle, singles and mingles with the married. Mingle, singles, married. Mingle, singles, married. Share. I didn't cry. We are Santinia men Kebi because Aaron Elne Dos. Mingle, singles, married. Share. Atija. Americans, I greet you people. These two matters. When so we are kasa uti ho. One kasa uti wa ye uti bone. Ana ye you ye bone. Sagron ye din and pay you hey. Francisca, thank you very much. Thank you. More grace. I take the grace in the name of Jesus. Sorry for my voice. The prayer is stacking the voice down, but we are back again on track and we'll do what we are supposed to do. Rihanna Ameli, I dey watch. Giddy giddy giddy. Well, how can we join this party? Yes, the party, once you're on the page, especially I'm deleting a lot of people from my main page as I started about a month ago. So those of you who are not on my main page, send a friend request to the main counselor, George Lutrot, and then I'll add you to my friendship. But on our Telegram page, you can also send a request or go to Telegram, search for Counselor Lutrot fan page, and then we'll add you to it so that most of the messages will also go in there. Bismarck, go and invite them on the page and tell them, Techi, my highest guy, wherever Techi is, get him back to come on board. We, the classmates out of Ghana, we will eat on your behalf. We'll collect your money to buy cake and cut and eat on your behalf. Classmates, as at work. Oh my God. I'm supposed to be in Canada and in US, but I'm still contemplating if I'm supposed to come. Yvonne. Good morning, Yvonne. We are back with more fire. Yes, Joan, we're back with more fire. And the fire is great. Thank you very much for joining me. My topic for today is these two matters. Where's who here about relationship and marriage? Can somebody help me do this conversation? A quarrel has assumed between some people. And the quarrel is that the lady says he spoke to the guy on phone and said, I miss you. And the guy said, thank you. She's very, very upset that why should a guy say thank you after saying I miss you? Is it because there's somebody there that's why he can't respond, I miss you back? Is that something he's hiding? Is the guy out of love and he can't say it? So these two matters. My question and conversation are very simple. What is the response to somebody at the other side on a phone who says, I miss you? How are you supposed to respond? I miss you too, or me too? I hear. Thank you. Yo. Wow. Is it a bad response when somebody miss you and you don't say, what do we say? What should be the answer? It's one of the issues that we say it matters. I'm going to discuss today. What do we call girls' code? I say girls' code because some believe that your girlfriend cannot have a relationship with your friend. So, for example, whoever I'm in a relationship with, it doesn't make sense that I find out that if I'm even no more with a person, another person is in a relationship with the same person again. Is there anything that should stop me from having sexual relationships with specific with somebody who has had sexual intercourse with somebody who calls me a friend? So how do you respond to I miss you? For example, Santua is not in Ghana. She sends me, I miss you. She says you have to respond, I miss you too. Laura, you say the response is, I miss you too. Joanne says, if you reply me, thank you, the relationship is over. Why should the relationship be over? Because you said to me, I miss you. And I said, thank you. What should be the response when somebody say, I miss you? Should the response be like somebody is saying here, I miss you too? So that is the misunderstanding that is going on between this young girl and the guy in Ghana. The girl is out of Ghana and was having a chat with the guy, and in the run-up of the conversation, all she said was, I miss you. And the guy said, thank you. Her Excellency says, response should be thank you. Coco says, the response should be, I miss you more. These two matters is what I'm discussing today. There are issues that is affecting our relationship when it comes to communication before, during, and after relationship. The after relationship is what we are discussing now. We are in the marriage. We have divorce. How do we communicate in our relationship? Because the little things that are breaking relationship, Tilly says, I miss you, pa. The little things that are breaking our relationships, which some of us are thinking that is the devil, I have come to believe that yes, it's the devil. But who is the devil? The devil is us. We who are in a relationship can easily become the devil because there's a thin, insignificant line between love and hate. Brality says that Bra says, you should say, same here. I miss you, same here. So the response, Albert says, I miss you too. So somebody say, I miss you. Or they tell you, I love you. Should he say, what? I love you too? What should be the response? Her Excellency has written a literature. Counselor, you are my daddy, oh. I always listen to you, pa. And fight for you on YouTube. Thank you for fighting. Once you keep fighting, you are fighting for a generation that will be blessed because we have invested into their lives. I'm honored to have people like you fighting on YouTube. It's a pressure to be fighting on my behalf. As a Kumerican, I'm careful with my pronunciations. Respond. Somebody says your Dorothy says the response should be, really? I miss you. He says, really? I'm trying to understand where you say I miss you and you hear really? How will you feel when you miss somebody and the person goes like, really? Am I the one you're missing? Whoa, strange. Wonder shall never end. You miss me? Really? You miss me? Really? I love that one too. Really? Akumira says, me too. Same here. It's not a good response. It means you are to hide something, or you are hiding something is what you want to write. Oh, Akuya, thank you so much. Making me your mentor will cause you to meet a lot of opportunities in life. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So, my conversation today is that this thing too matters. If you find back as a way here, Albert says, I love you too. Now, so Obi Kacho say, Mafiwa. And why in a day? Abaya be bufu. Ne Tocho Mchubia, or ne Trimpna. Say, or any didn't come away no car say, Mafil. Na Mafil no. And why I buy an on pet. And why I say, Medasi. Or say, I didn't so cast a Medasi. Then no this year. As I'm going to say, same here is not a good response. It means you are hiding something. Eku says, I respond. The response should be, I appreciate it so much. Okay. Her Excellency says, he said, I miss you. My response was, thank you. And he said, I don't love him. Wow. So it has happened to you. You see? You see? So Her Excellency says, they say, I miss you, and say, this was a response. Thank you. And he said, I don't love him. Well, Aku says, the response should be, I appreciate it so much. Yes, I'm just saying, really? Is even worse. How can that really be? How can really be the response? Daniel Prepra says, the response be, sir, mate. Somebody says the answer should be copy that. Copy that. I miss you. Copy that. So I'm just going to go into our minds. We're going to learn, share the page with friends and loved ones. Let me see what number you're doing now. You are not even up to 100. The page is back. We fought to get the page back. And all of you who are watching, wherever you are, share the page and let's invite friends to come and learn. We're going to learn communication in relationship and the little foxes that destroys the vine. Like this young lady's story. And the two issues I'm discussing is my friend slept with my boyfriend without considering that he's my boyfriend too. Is it wrong to have sexual relationship with your girlfriend's boyfriend or your boyfriend's girlfriend? Is there anything wrong with it? Because people think that is a fight and is a quarrel. And you know the story between Miss Bell and Efia Schwarzenegger, that they are fighting because Efia says Miss Bell slept with a boyfriend. It's been denied. That is an alleged statement that Miss Bell denied it. But I think I made a statement and said that even if it's true, what is wrong with sleeping with somebody's boyfriend? From where I sit, if my girlfriends allow you to have sex with her, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you who a girlfriend is. Counselor, my problem again. He asked me, do I truly love him? And I told him, we don't ask such questions. And he said, it's not talking to me. He said he's not talking to me again for 3 days. You hear? Her Excellency says that the guy asked him, do you really love me or do you truly love me? And he said, you don't ask such questions. And he's not talking to her for 3 days now. These are the issues I'm talking about. When so we have these two matters. That do you really love me? I don't know why somebody will ask this. Copy that. Hey, seriously. Somebody says, I miss you, I love you, and you say, copy that. Why should you call your girlfriend, your loved one, your wife, and ask them, do you really love me? What is called really love? From what calculation are you subtracting the love from? There are many a times that we ask silly questions. You be some kwasiasem ni etwem waye anyansa wom. Nipa be some kwasiasem dia ehun twa se woman nkwasiem waye. If you say wani bi ansem wo yem bisa. Obi adwene se ade chi ade sen de bia se o kan good asom. Me do. I love you. Now I love you no. E no na kire se de wo ka no e botim ka ana akomam asem ana e ade ye. Na love you mpo de. Nipa hia mobile money ya so na ade so ayade. Na wo sani emojis, love emojis ah. What mani moya na COVID-19 na aba nipa ho akire nwi. Ubisa nipa sa ho te sen. O se nyama mu nyo. Na drop bibi kakra gu nipa account mu a. The other kind say I love you. Why didn't you respond? I love you, copy. I love you, same here. I love you. I love you. Francisco, was it? You are always on point. God bless you. I take the blessing. So my topic today is when somebody at the other side who you are in a love relationship with comes up with an exclamation or a request of this nature, how do you respond? Because I'm talking about the other girl and what she's gone through with the guy, and the response of the guy has brought a crack in their relationship. Then Her Excellency on my page comes to say it has happened to her. And even for her, the guy came to ask, do you really love me? And she said, we don't ask such questions. We are sure self him. You know, see him bisa same way. Abrantian say, Abaya say 3 days in Abrantian so didn't kasebio. If you say Wakacha and say him bisa same say. But maybe you're sure any bisa say open me pa na no Jimmy for. Only nyansa. Yem bisa. Ye wanyama bebrea. Yen di unkomo. If you say no crane say Bema ni unkwan so bi so ba se opeme. Eso ba entumi mpe bema. God's plan says, I love you, counselor. I love you too. I'll stop reading messages very, very soon. You know how I do it. When I spark and I enter, let me see what you're doing there. What now are we doing here? We're doing 51. We're doing just an hour. You know when I start my lecture, I'll read messages again. Counselor, I want your number. 0277 609 644 is my number. 0277 609 644. That's my number. Direct call. And it's also a mobile money number as well. Thank you very much, Jenyanama Santua. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you very, 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 very much for dropping my number across for them. Share the page with friends so we can go. Joanna Obeng says, Counselor, your number, and I'll just give you the number, Joanna. So my question is that when people are walking out of a relationship they are building, and their reason for walking out is because the other party has refused to respond to "I miss you" the way they are expecting the person to respond, or the other person has refused to respond to "I love you." In their expectation, they are expecting the person to, as it were, respond in a particular way. Now, come to another conversation that in the midst of friends and loved ones, a guy who you are with, or your wife or husband, to be precise, will put you on the spot. "I love you. I miss you so much." Whilst you pick a call in a crowd, and is expecting that you respond. Same here is a crime. Copy that. It's a crime. They expect me to. And other words, the question here is that when people put you on the spot so as to express your love, is it a sign of embarrassment, sign of disrespect, or what is it? Please tell them, because today so many youth have become arrogant and they don't want to learn history of marriage. Thank you very much, Francisco GH. Call me your counselor. You see, I say, forget the rest. Come for the best, Counselor Lutrot. That is my slogan now. Forget the rest. Come for the best, Counselor Lutrot. So thank you very much. You call me Counselor Adwa Rita. Thank you so much. Somebody will call you and is listening to you from the other side. The person knows that you are in the midst of workers. He knows that you are in the midst of loved ones and friends. And unfortunately for me, I have other counselors who one time came on radio and one person was sitting and said, if you call a guy, you said, "I love you," or a lady, and you said, "I love you," and the person cannot respond, it means the person is doing something evil. That's foolishness. As a matter of fact, say, "Uni obi, ewo, na say, o friend, na oka say, ma feel, medal. Na when ye anwa, not just a baby otino, or new obitia, on pese nipan betty say, one of our friend. Na enkoma yedino, I am be our friend yang, and our friend me. Na and some more I am so mano. Ayo asembia de yi ano. Ana wo yire wadwuma mu ye adwuma. Na wa frɛ no. Wo frɛ na. Honey, good morning. How is work? I hope everything is cool. I miss you so much and I love you. In the office, you expect your wife to say, "Oh, thank you. I miss you too. I love you." Is that a response? She says, "Thank you." Has she offended you? So I ignore messages like from this guy who does no name. And it's unfortunate. But I will respond to him at the appropriate time. Because he can't spell the word respect. So I won't spell it for him. He's a disgrace to the English language. And I will grant him the audience once. You know what I do? You know my culture. My culture is constantly to block you off my page. But I give him one opportunity, I won't block him. I'll delete his loose comments because he's a fool. Bible says that foolishness is born in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction is what can remove it. So I'm using the rod of correction, and I can't mention his name because I don't know if it's a name, it's a company, or it's an abbreviative word that he has gathered because he's not bold enough to write his name on Facebook. He has coined something because he's been created to insult people on Facebook. Koko, the guy under you, I don't know his name. He cannot take the shine of the discussion. I forgive him because he's a fool. He has not been well cultured from home. He's not well trained. So when he gets 5 cities data, he wants to come and misbehave. Because I'm using 560 gigabyte data. And young quality data. So when you have 5 cities data will fall, so you find your nipa. Nyamin fa born in Chewa Brantier. Baby, I will be our Casano. Mr. Boniface Mount. Now, some person will brenti. O Boniface anymore. Yow. Now, Chimmy. Sika 5 cities now, nya credit tall. Credit now, they were sharing. Obi an frauha. Enti, mema unyabio. Wombre pants and a wounded. If you say, overcome, wherever you are, I forgive you for coming to insult me this morning on my Facebook page. I didn't invite you though, but it's a like page, so you came to watch because we share the page. We are here learning, and if you don't have anything to learn, your choice is not to come. But once you have come, I welcome you. But for insulting me, I forgive you. You can use your 5 cities credit to insult me, but I release a burden on you that you don't even get a 5 cities to buy credit again until you repent from insulting the elderly. And because you are not well trained, you bring any name on Facebook so you can insult people. I summon you to poverty and hardship until you repent. May that be your portion. Christy says, I love you, counselor. I love you back. Coco, thank you so much. Home sweet home. Well, I'm in Takrady now, Coco. Coco, you say mature. Yes, thank you very much. Counselor, your work is excellent to the world, especially Ghana. Thank you very much. Someone once responded to I love you or I miss you. Yo to me. Hey, you twats, don't mind him. No, don't worry. Don't attack people when they attack me. They came to distract us from learning what we are learning. I'll deal with them on your behalf spiritually and physically. Your Excellency, you are a victim from what we are discussing. So if we are wasting our time, because of you alone, I'll finish the lecture today in the next 30 minutes as I wrap up. So Nana Tum says, I don't understand why people come here to misbehave. Nobody has invited you here. Ghanaians should understand that nobody has forced you to come and comment here. Thank you very much, Nana. Francisco says, you are the best because you are the one who made counselors vibrant in this country. God bless you. That one is true. We won't take it away from me. I made counseling better. We are tired of your concert. Well, he's the same guy who has come to write you are tired of your concert. And I think he has overstayed his welcome. I regularly will always go and delete his message, give him more room to be here, and will not bypass his messages. So who are the we who are tired of my concert? Actually, though he's tired of my concert, he has come to spend his 5 cedis credit on me. So he's enjoying my welcome to concert. welcome to concert. Welcome to concert. Welcome to concert. What does here? Concert in common year. Welcome to concert. What does here? Welcome to concert. I think you are completely lived there. That's right. They will do so. What is that? Do so the chomana. I don't know where sir. Oh, mama, yes, I'm going to grow. Oh, Atija, a koi. You're very day. 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 So, we are seriously on it and we are learning. So, what should be the response when somebody comes up to come and tell you, I love you? Somebody comes to say, I miss you. Some victims. And in our victimization, we have become burdens to ourselves. And because we are burdens to ourselves, we carry on our negativity to other extent and believe that what we are doing wrong is right. In the midst of a group, the one you are going out with, your wife will call you and will say, I love you, and is expecting that you respond, I love you too. Or I don't know what their response are. But unfortunately for us, they expect us to, as it were, respond. They are expecting us to respond. My question is, if my wife calls me and say, I love you, and she has an expectation of a response, how do I know her expectation of response? Because it is not cast in stone. It is not a rigid response that has been written, like good morning and good morning too, good afternoon too. It is not something that rhetorically we are supposed to be responding in a particular way. But it has become part of us that within our communication and relationship, when a friend sends you a message, I love you, the expectation is that you respond, I love you too, love you more, love you pa, me too, same here. But if you say copy that, thank you, it means you are not in love with them. And I was telling you that I watch, it's not a colleague counselor, one of the counselors on radio, boldly saying that when you're going out with a guy and you say I love you and he can't say I love you too, it means that he has something to hide. When you say I miss you and he can't say I miss you too, he has something or she has something to hide. What does the person have that he or she wants to hide? Anytime people are hiding things from you, it means that you are not supposed to see it. Obi di bibi tell one pranching na who are you? Na se was send what drop message am obi na wa fro obi no aga say ma feel na ni pan see you mate me da ase a o se wa fom na ense so kasa de e wo se o kan say e men so ma feel ana yes ana mo kire no. If you say, you want crofo be bria, omuntin pratwe any awade na se. Ye ni so ade hu ba kwa ye kura mu asase so ne se. Ya yen hihye bia man pratwe. Asa na yen ye pe no. Sa na ye pe se ekọ no. Na se na yen ye pe no sa na se ekọ no, sa na ya bo na na. O ka cho bi se manage ho. Ma feel Na nipa na you ano. I am beyond born in the day. So being fewa on kasema feel. When I two baby no afe me. When I two baby na esisi so say wo me. When they make twempna. Me ya ukunu. We ya me na afi de I miss you back no. Na wade na hyebre. Na me do na ye ka no. Ye ka e de Kenya ye ho se awade na igu. Odo na esa. Enti ye hye kina. Enti ne ye ka I love you. I miss you. I kiss you. I love you baby. Sa jargons no ye movie. If you say nyansa for me no enim where I sit, it doesn't make sense to put people on the spot to check if your suggestion is right that they love you. Because love is a feeling that you feel. So nobody imposes a feeling on you based on their personal request. So if there's a feeling that I feel, love is not address issues in that way. Who born dog? That share the page. There's a cast in stone response to I miss you, I love you. And so when the person is not responding in that particular atmosphere, it means that the person is no more in love with you. And I've seen fellow counselors. When I say fellow counselors, I don't feel comfortable. But I've heard counselors on radio. I've heard preachers on relationship conferences in their churches who says that when you're going out with a guy and the guy is not able to advertise you and show you out and let people know they are going out with you, it means they have something to hide. And I say, if God doesn't have anything to hide, why didn't he tell Jesus when he's coming back? Why is Christ, who and God are one, doesn't know when he's coming back? Where do we stand? Where do we stand and tell people that when a guy refuses to respond to I love you, I miss you too, and it doesn't respond the same way, it means that where he is, he's doing something else there. He has a second wife there. He has a third relationship there. Who says that?